A very good morning. You're watching News 9 with me, Akshita. Well, Section 144 has been clamped in Tamil Nadu, and people of the state who were not aware of the news were surprised to see hundreds of cops parading across the streets. The order came into force between 6 p.m. yesterday and 6 a.m. tomorrow. The prohibitory order has been issued based on feedback and to check money distribution as well as maintain law and order by preventing clashes between members of political parties. The directions have also been issued against the backdrop of expenditure sensitivity of the state, known for large-scale distribution of money for exchange of votes on the eve of elections. And as you can see, thousands of policemen making their way through the streets of Tamil Nadu to go ahead and reach the destined poll booth. Besides that, of course, considering that Section 144 has been imposed, we're looking at thousands of them already in place even before polling day to ensure that nothing untoward takes place. One of the rare occasions, in fact, that we see Section 144 being imposed, we do see it in a few cases where the Election Commission decides that Maoist sensitive areas will in fact get additional security, but Section 144 being imposed in a state like Tamil Nadu is rarely heard of, and cadres from across the country, not just from the police personnel but also from the army, CRPF Jawans and several others making their way through the state to reach their particular destinations. And of course, these officials will be there to ensure that there is no sort of campaigning or even any sort of money being distributed ahead of polling. And well, the Election Commission today announced that it has seized 240 crore rupees this election season from across India. EC officials also seized 104 kgs of heroin and 1.32 litres of liquor. Security agencies affiliated to Election Commission have also seized as many as 285 illegal arms, cash to the tune of 85.71 lakh rupees, and liquor worth 5 crore rupees in 5 constituencies of Rajasthan going to polls tomorrow. Besides that, from Tamil Nadu alone, the election officials have seized 32 crore rupees, and Andhra Pradesh with the biggest haul there, 102 crore rupees being seized from Andhra Pradesh. So in all, 240 crore rupees. Besides that, 104 kgs of drugs and 1.32 crore litres of liquor. So this is the seizure being made by the Election Commission there ahead of polling in 5 more phases to go. This is till April 22nd is what we understand, and a huge haul there by the Election Commission. But by far, Andhra Pradesh with the biggest their cash for vote sort of scam coming to light, 102 crore rupees being seized from Andhra Pradesh alone. Besides that, Tamil Nadu with 32 crores and several other such places. So the Election Commission, who have been rather vigilant in the last many weeks, have managed to seize a huge amount of money, liquor, drugs and the likes, all in the name of wooing voters to go ahead and vote for the desired political party. So, of course, the Election Commission has been very alert in these last many weeks in trying to go ahead and seize as much money as they could. And of course, this is the seizure till April 22nd. The seizures will continue in different parts of the country. Now, there have been so many times when they showed you the kind of seizures made in Karnataka alone. We definitely thought that Karnataka itself would pose a huge amount, but it looks like Andhra Pradesh has by far taken the cake. 102 crore rupees being seized in Andhra Pradesh. That's a huge sum we're talking about. And keeping in mind the bifurcation, maybe political parties are going that extra mile to ensure that they go ahead and woo in as many voters as possible. Mega battle at Varanasi is slowly taking shape as two of the most prominent candidates are all set to file their nomination before tomorrow evening. Here's a report.
Kejriwal to make Varanasi candidature official today. Yes, Aam Aadmi Party chief Arvind Kejriwal will file his nomination for the Varanasi Lok Sabha seat today. The former Delhi chief minister is expected to take out a foot march before filing his nomination papers. Arvind Kejriwal's decision to fight from Varanasi has come as a challenge to his long-time political adversary, BJP's prime ministerial candidate Narendra Modi. Kejriwal had announced last month that he will contest the post from Varanasi after BJP's decision to field Modi from the land of temples. Modi is expected to file his nomination tomorrow. With this, the historic temple town is all set for a high-profile fight. Varanasi all set for a three-way fight. Modi and Kejriwal, two outsiders to Varanasi, will be locking horns with Congress's Ajay Rai, a Varanasi local who is an MLA from Pindra Assembly constituency. The Samajwadi Party has also gone with the local face, Kailash Chaurasiya. The entry of Modi and Kejriwal has increased the political temperature in the battle, turning it into a hotbed of 2014 Lok Sabha polls. What do the odds say? Well, this question is certainly debatable. With about 1.5 lakh Muslim voters, a fierce battle between the BJP, Congress and AAP is certainly on the cards. Modi's Varanasi dreams will not realize so easily. His bid to rope in the family of the late Shehnai maestro Bismillah Khan as his proposer to woo a section of voters failed. Although Varanasi is considered a BJP bastion, the incumbent MP Murli Manohar Joshi managed to scrape through with a low margin of 17,000 votes against gangster-cum-politician Mukhtar Ansari in the 2009 Lok Sabha polls. Kejriwal is wooing the voters of Varanasi with his populist strategy, something that helped him pull off a stunner in the Delhi Assembly polls last year. The Congress, on the other hand, is hoping to ride high with its candidate Ajay Rai's local influence. The Samajwadi Party too is hoping to cash in on the localite card. Varanasi is considered one of the most prestigious constituencies in politically crucial Uttar Pradesh, which has 80 Lok Sabha seats. With this star-studded fight, Varanasi will certainly be one of the most keenly followed battles this time around. A News9 report.
Well, once again, following the updates from Shimoga, where Shakuntala Bangarappa's final rites will be conducted in a matter of time, quite a bit of chaos being witnessed there during the Antim Darshan proceedings. In fact, several people are also trying to stop the media cameras from filming exactly what is taking place.
ಕುಮಾರ್ ಬಂಗಾರಪ್ಪ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಶವದ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವರು ರಾಜಕೀಯ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತಾರೆ.
Quite a bit of galata being witnessed there in Shimoga. You can see several people walking out of the funeral. They claim that Kumar Bangarappa shamelessly was seen discussing politics during the funeral of his mother Shakuntala Bangarappa, and this clearly has not gone down too well with the people. Several people seemed rather emotional, very hurt by the fact that Kumar Bangarappa resorted to such low means even during his mother's funeral. It is, of course, alleged that Kumar Bangarappa, who was not present early in the morning along with the rest of his family members, turned up late, and several of his well-wishers also turned up with him. Now, Madhu Bangarappa, in a fit of rage, is said to have shown them the door, saying quite clearly because that they had turned up late. Kumar Bangarappa, of course, was allowed in. We did, of course, tell you about the fact that he did face quite a bit of resistance from his sisters, who did, in fact, engage in a verbal duel with him, but people who had come along with him were in fact stopped and sent back out as they had turned up late for the funeral.